you are new to West Coast Swing, let me introduce you to one of the loves of my life, and that is this dance. We have taught West Coast Swing all over the world, and
all over the what, Sarah?
All over the world. And it is the dance that crosses all borders, languages. You can enjoy it. It's its language in itself. So it goes a little something like this.
So for us, we always think this is, we set this as a leader and follower based dance. Leaders, I'm going to be over here. Followers, you're going to be over there with Sarah.
Something we're going to do along the way to help you out. We have multiple camera views on our learning platform. So it looks like this. We've got Kyler, the producer, in the studio. We've got our overhead camera view that will help you a lot when it comes to learning where your frame should be, how far you should travel. We've also got another overhead to the side that gives you another really great view that you
Bird's eye.
Bird's eye. We've got our footwork view if you're really wanting to learn those feet work.
Whoa.
You've got that. And last but not least, we have our mirror version where in the snap of your fingers, if you raise your right hand, we will also, now you're able to learn face-to-face with us. We'll go ahead and switch it back to the front view. This is something you can experience on kylesarah.com every Wednesday. And then if you're part of our membership site, this is user-controlled. So our entire library you can view at your leisure in the way you want. Moving on to our basics. Here we go.
Leaders, you're on my side over here. If you can watch
Followers,
me.
you are on
I'm going to
this
give you,
side.
let's use our mirror mode right now.
Yep, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Ready? Mirror mode? Mirror mode?
Cue mirror mode.
Cue mirror mode. All right, raise your right hand. I promise that I will do good.
There we go.
Put your hand down. Leaders, we're going to start with our weight on our right side of our body.
Followers, we are going to start on our weight on the left side of the body. The difference between a leader and follower in West Coast Swing is one is initiating the pattern, structure, direction, and the other is carrying it out. Both get to dance. So, followers, we're over on the left side. Leaders, you're over on the right.
We're going to take 2 walking steps in place. Ready, go. Walk. Walk. You are a third of the way there.
That's right. Hopefully you landed right where you started. Followers back over the left side.
Now we're going to take a triple step, and that's going to be 3 steps per 2 beats of music. So you just did a double, which was a walk walk, which was 2 steps per 2 beats of music. Now we're going to do 3 steps per 2 beats of music, which looks like this. Triple step. So it's 3 steps within that same time. Go ahead and go back over to your right side.
I'm on my left side, followers.
We're going to do a triple step, leaders. We're going to step 3 times. Ready, go. Triple step. Put your weight on your left side, leaders.
Right side, followers.
Now we're going to do another triple steps because triple steps always come in pairs.
Yeah, like
so let's
me.
do it again. We're going to go triple step. You should now be at the beginning foot again. Now you can start the whole thing back over. And if you need to redo this part, you can rewind later on and come back to it. But we want to move fast today.
We're going to go again, facing you. Here's the rhythm, followers. I'm going to weight my left side of my
Leaders,
body.
I'm going to rate my right side.
I'm kicking it off with my right foot, followers.
Left foot, leaders.
Here we go.
We're going to walk together. Go. Walk. Stop, walk. Now we're going to do our triple steps. Ready, go. Triple step again. Triple step. You should end where you started, and we're just going to repeat now. Let's do that 2 times in a row.
Actually, before we do that, can we flip out of mirror mode, Kyler? Awesome. And can we turn this around?
My best side.
You know it. And go to our footwork view. Let's try that again.
Yes?
Here we
All
go.
right. They can tell if I look over my shoulder. See? Even when I look to my right, you see my feet turn a little
this
bit.
is my footwork and booty view.
Oh, this is my walking on my jeans view.
Here we go.
All right, so let's, leaders, weights on our right foot.
Followers, weights on the left.
We're going to do our walk, walk first. Ready, go. Walk, walk. Now we're going to do our
still on my left, followers.
Our 2 triple steps. Ready, go. Triple step again. Triple step. Now let's put 2 of those in a row. Ready, go. Walk, walk. Triple step. Triple, start over. Walk, walk. Triple step and stop right there.
Awesome. We can go to forward view, and now we are going to...
He was doing it before you even said
I know. Kyler, the producer, in the studio on it. We are now going to move into leader and follower roles.
I'm going to try and catch him off guard.
You know, just a little bit of framing. How do we connect? So, followers, I'm going to create a frame for my leader to steer. Cool beans. And the leader is going to create a frame to manage the followers frame.
All right, so leaders, what we need to be able to do right now is just carry a tray. You're gonna pick up a room service tray, pick it up off the ground and carry it. How would you carry that handle? It's kind of got the flat handles on the side. It kind of tilts down a little bit, right? So we just wanna carry our tray.
Followers, I'm gonna extend my arms out without locking in and not pulling in. So the way that I get there quickly is by, imagine that you're pushing a shopping cart, a trolley, whatever you're pushing around, that your extended frame, but you are going to use your body to protect the space of the frame from your hand to yourself. Now, all of our bodies are different, so you're going to want to set a frame that you feel like you can keep consistently while managing momentum and your balance. So put your arms out ahead of you. Again, I'm not pulling my frame into me. I'm wanting to protect that space so I have room to manage or dance. Cool.
So for us leaders, we're gonna carry this frame for our followers,
Can
okay?
you go overhead for us, Kyler?
So what we don't want to do is when we're in our overhead view here, we don't want to see that our arms are inside. So we're going to carry that frame relative to your widest part, leaders, okay? So don't try and bring it out too wide, don't bring it in too narrow, keep it on the side of your body and pick up the hands.
Follower, I'm going to extend my frame, but more importantly, I'm not going to extend to try to reach my leaders. This isn't the way we'll set up. We'll have followers extending your frame first.
Leaders will come up underneath those hands and carry our followers' frame.
Can we go sideways overhead so we can get a better view at this? So as you can see, it's not something that's lifted into my shoulders or tilted down. Followers, I'm looking at a place that I can move my arms forward and back and keep steady. Same with the leaders.
Leaders, we're just carrying that connection. We're just going to let them rest together now.
You can go ahead and go forward, camera.
Now, what I'd like you leaders to do right now is I'd like you to ask your follower wherever you're at, and make sure they're not at the edge of the stairs, but to walk backwards if they can, okay? If you stop right there for a second, now let's ask our followers to walk forward. Ooh, let's stop right there. From here, I want to shuffle to our right leaders, our leaders right. So shuffle to the right a little bit. Stop
Holding
right
that
there.
framework. Go overhead, Kyler.
Now shuffle to the left, shuffle it to the left. Now stop right there. Now leaders, I want you to open the door to the right. That's what's in your right hand. I want you to drop that. Open the door to the right, leaders. I want you to walk forward. Walk forward. Ooh, pause. I want you to close the door. I want you to open the door to the left, leaders. Now I want you to walk forward. Whoa. Walk backwards. Close the door. High five.
Nice. You're doing good.
All we're looking for is communication skills of, hey, I'm moving somewhere, can you go with me?
Consistency, framework. This is your intro. We're going to move forward. West Coast Swing advances in connection. That's what makes it such a beautiful dance. So the more consistent you can be with your own framework and prepared to make adjustments for your partners.
I find this is very close to driving. Like when I'm moving the steering wheels.
Some people aren't good drivers.
Oh, some people are terrible drivers.
So if you're not a good driver, maybe pick something that you're smooth at. Cursive.
Riding horses.
Something.
There we go.
Awesome. So first cut, we've got our rhythm, right?
Yes.
Let's do that one more time in place.
So we got a rhythm. Leaders, weights on the right.
Followers, weights on the left. We've got 2 walking steps and 2 triple steps. And a triple step is 3 beats, or 3 steps for 2 beats, right?
Perfect.
Got it. Here we go.
Ready? And we've got our walk, triple step. Do it again. Triple step. Walk, triple step. Stop
Anchor
right
step.
there.
Nice. We
Sound
are
like a
now,
producer.
hey, we are going to move on. We've got our framing. So West Coast Swing is done in a slot. It's linear. It's not too strict. It definitely has angles, curves, all those beautiful things. But as we kick off, we're going to work with it in a slot, and we're going to work with the width of the partnership, which is normally the broadest shoulders between the two, yeah? So when you look overhead, Kyler, for me, you'll see, like Kyle said, as we set our frame back up, followers first, leaders adjust. And now we're going to not stay inside. We're going to set it at the broadest shoulders, which is Kyle in this point. Cool?
All right.
So let's do that basic rhythm in place, yeah?
Can we flip sides for a second?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like everybody's going to look up to the right at us.
Got it. Kyler, you can go back to forward camera for us.
All right. So leaders, let's go ahead and let our followers put their hands out ahead of them. Leaders, we're going to come up from underneath. We're going to pick up those hands. Now we're going to let them settle together. Let them rest a little bit.
Again, we still are holding consistency in each other's plate.
Each other's.
Or arch others.
Arch others.
Yeah.
Arch others.
Arch others.
I gotcha.
Okay,
I hear you.
thanks.
No problem. So let's do our rhythm in place while holding this frame still. Remember, we don't want to slosh the water around a
So
lot.
the goal is, just like we were moving from directions, we're going to now weight each side of the body. So I'm over my left. Are you over your right?
I'm over my right, yes.
All right,
I am now.
We're going to try to breathe while holding this frame and doing the rhythm. Ready?
Oh my
go?
gosh. Do I chew gum too?
Count me in.
Okay, 5, 6, Here we go. We've got a walk, a triple step, and a triple step. It's a walk. Walk, it's a triple step, and stop right there.
Woo!
It is hot in here.
We are in Cali Valley, baby.
It's 110 in here.
All right, so we're moving on. Now, you remember when you would move the follower forward and backwards in followers, you would try to be consistent in the direction and smooth? We're going to do that again, but we're going to do it while we're running the rhythm. So we're going to start with the rhythm in place first, and then we are going to move on, yeah?
All right, so first thing I want to do right now, leaders, is if we can take and just drop what's in our right hand for a second.
Kyler, go overhead.
When we do this, we have to project to our follower that something is going to happen, okay? I've got to think that I'm going to tell my follower to come towards me if I'm blocking. If I want my follower to go past me, I've got to get out of the way relative to the direction that my follower is going to be going.
Now, if you are to open all the way up on the other side, like an underarm turn, that would be mighty confusing to me, right?
That'd be way too much.
Right, so I'm looking at, here's the slot, it's the width of our partnership. So if you're favoring a side of that slot, it gives me an idea where I should be going. But you still want to like project towards me,
Exactly.
right?
So
Okay.
I'm still so imagine like the flashlight, like this
I
is
like
my
it.
beam.
I
So I
like
don't
it.
want my follower out of the flashlight. I want to make sure that I'm still projecting that light at my follower no
So
matter
right
what.
now on our first pattern, you're going to block while we do that walk, walk, triple step.
I guess I am.
Go ahead and go forward for me, Kyler. And you are going to then steer me very gently towards you.
Is that what I'm going to do?
Slow me down, redirect me to move back.
Okay.
Right?
I
That's
am
the
going to
goal.
totally do that while
So,
doing rhythm, while
Can we
doing
just
this.
practice that really quick? So if
Sure.
you're framed up
I'm framed up.
and you,
Got the rhythm.
right?
Walk, walk, triple step, triple step. Now I've got to bring you to me while doing that.
Uh-huh.
Walk, walk, triple. Now I got to send you away from me. Anchor step.
Or more importantly, if as the follower, if we have a slot, and my job is to get to the end of the slot before the rhythm, and that last point we call an anchor. So if I can get to that anchor just in time to restart the next pattern, if you just give me a nice direction, I'm gonna wanna go that direction.
Right, totally.
Right, so if you, the slot is my home. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, anchor step, walk, walk, triple step, triple step. Sugar push, pattern 1 done.
Leaders, can you do this for me real quick? Put your hands in front of you like so, kind of carrying the tray like we were doing.
Overhead for us, Kyler.
I just want you to think right now, I want you to swing your arms back, not too far behind you, but just back to where it's kind of into your body for a second and then away from you. And I want you to think of this. I want you to think 3 and 4. Do that with me again. 3 and 4. So I'm trying to receive my followers 3 and receive them away from me and 4.
So if I do my footwork,
Timing wise, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3,
Three,
and 4. So that goes with my followers' feet. We put those together. Let's go together again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
so going back forward, there is a little taste of West Coast Swing. That is the first pattern we tend to introduce in West Coast Swing after we've showed you the rhythm and how it moves. We're gonna add one more pattern on so you can link the two if this is your first time doing West Coast Swing.
We're not going to put anything over the head today. We're just going to make things just go past us and to us and past us and to
So
us.
you remember at the beginning when we talked about that slot being the width of the partnership, and on the end and the anchor, once the followers arrived back to the end of the rhythm, that they see the leader. If the leader is favoring a side of the slot, it's going to make the follower want to pass in that rhythm. So we're going to go overhead. You want me on this side. Overhead one more time. So go ahead and watch the pattern work. We just did the sugar push, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, triple step. I can see Kyle is slightly offset, about the shoulder line to the inside of the slot line. It lets me know as a follower that I'm going to be passing. So this time, Kyle is going to be aligning up to the right side, leader's right side of the slot. Yeah, so watch this. 1, 2, triple step, triple step. Pretend like this is a train track and Kyle just got up on that rail, still facing the follower. Yep, you go ahead and go forward. Camera, please.
All right, so now, leaders, we're going to drop that right hand from the sugar push as we start to shape over to the right side. So go with me now. We've got our 2 hands for a second. We're going to think of the sugar push first. Back for the 1, 2, swing the arms 3, and ask them to go back 4. Drop that hand 5 and 6 as you move over to the right rail.
Followers, go ahead and relax here. This is actually, can we switch sides? Leaders, ask your followers to pass in front of you, just real quick. Actually, can we go the other side?
Oh.
Take your follower other side. Good. This is the exact motion we're going to be using called a side pass. Are you tricked? You're already doing it?
Tricky, Sarah.
Traveling circus. Used to be. Coming back soon.
Now it's a flea circus.
Yes. Now it's an online circus.
So leaders, all we're having to do at this point is project to our follower which side of the body they're going to be going past
Followers,
us on.
I'm drawn to the end of the slot, so I'm going to dance through that slot with my rhythm to the music, and I'm doing West Coast swing.
And you've got to push and a pass. And most of our patterns are pushes and passes. There's whips and tucks,
basic
but
patterns we function the most of, but there are endless amounts. So we're going to put this together for you one more time from the top.
I always suggest giving you guys like a starting basic in place just to get the rhythm going in you since you are new to this, especially when we teach our classes live. We try and get the followers to do the walk, the triple, get a few of these in place just so the dancers can kind of get that rhythm down because that doesn't stop.
And
that happens through the whole dance.
What's really great is if you can start to get on time with the partner that you're practicing with. So put on a not too slow song, because sometimes when the music is too slow, that's harder. Find a good medium tempo song that you know really well and that you love the rhythm and hear easily. Put that on and practice doing the rhythm in place together while holding a steady, not stiff, but steady frame. And then when the leader chooses, start to go, here we go into the sugar push, 2, 3, and 4. Side pass out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to talk about that. One more tip for the followers. In West Coast swing, our feet and our momentum and our rhythm tends to be progressive. If we stop that or make a variation, it's something that's greatly appreciated. But the baseline of West Coast swing is that we initiate, rhythm is initiated by the music, travel's initiated by the leader, and I carry it out as the follower if I'm dancing that role. So as I travel through, I want my feet to travel past each other in that rhythm till I feel the momentum end. So I'm going to continually be progressive, and I'm going to follow that rotation while keeping my frame as I move to my anchor. Welcome to the fundamentals of West Coast swing.
Well, some of them.
Intro. It's just an intro. It's just an appetizer.
For those of you that teach, you've got the underarm turn and the tuck turn and the whip.
Yes, we can get some music. We will throw some music on the end of that.
Yeah, we do have that.
We are going to dance the sugar push. First, we'll do the rhythm and plays. We deliver. Most, if we have it, we deliver.
No, we do. I talked it into it. Kyler, can you get music ready for us? All right, let's do the rhythm. So we'll do rhythm in place first. For those of you that don't have a partner, just walk your part, okay? It's always good to shadow dance. So leaders, I'll be on this side over here.
I actually highly suggest learning this without your partner first, no touchy-touchy, and then including your partner, which is exactly how we're gonna go into our next workshop coming up in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Trying this to music.
All right, so Kyler, we got music?
Yep,
Action.
let's go. Hopefully it's not too fast for you guys.
Well, we can control that. That's the
Okay,
fun part about us.
We're not hearing it yet.
We will. It takes a second.
There it is. Yeah.
We turn ours up a little bit.
You got it, Chris. Here we go.
All right, we can all hear it, yes?
Hopefully you can hear the music good.
All right, here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, in place. Walk, walk, triple, walk, walk, triple, walk, walk, triple, last time, walk, walk, triple, stop right there. So our goal in this, Kyler, go ahead and bring the music down just a little bit, just bring it down. When we're doing this, remember, try not to get too much movement in the upper body. Try and isolate the top of your body a little bit. Sometimes when I'm practicing, I'll hold my arms up this direction because I can see if I'm swaying around a whole bunch through my peripheral vision. If I can keep my arms steady and level, it helps me isolate my upper body so that when I'm holding a hand, even practicing with a hot cup of coffee.
This will help you a lot when you are also holding your frame to yourself. Remember, it's very similar to riding a bicycle, so get your counterbalance ready and get your arms ready to adjust. Here we go.
Let's do another phrase. All right, Kyle, bring that music up for us.
And we'll switch into putting it together.
You didn't start it over, did you?
I did.
That's the longest intro ever.
I can skip it.
You're
Skip
good,
it forward,
babe.
skip it forward.
Skip it forward.
Just give us into the beat.
That's our boy Kyler, and they're managing all the different cameras.
He's awesome.
We've got Andreas Casper in Germany, West Coast Swing Live, working on this.
5, 6, here we go. Walk, walk, triple, triple. Walk, walk, triple, triple. Walk, walk, triple, triple. Face your partner. Walk, walk, triple. Pick up the hands, don't move yet. Walk, walk, triple, sugar push. Walk, walk, triple. In place. Walk, walk, triple, sugar push. Walk, walk, triple, in place. Walk, walk, triple. Drop what's in your right hand. Look over your left shoulder. Walk, walk, triple, in place. Walk, walk, triple. Ask for the hand, sugar push. Walk, walk, triple, in place. Walk, walk, triple. Look over your left shoulder. Walk, walk, triple. Stop right there.
Awesome.
The music was really low. I hope it was on time.
That is your intro to what West Coast Swing can be. We've given you the basic single rhythm. There's another rhythm we use in whips called an 8-count rhythm. If you like what you've learned so far, keep practicing it. And I promise you, there's somebody near you
We also,
that, when it's safe, is running a dance. Until then, and after then, you can come find more on our website, kylesarah.com, and be a part of the learning progress.
we have a
Yeah?
whole beginning section on there, guys. Go take it. Go run with it.
Hope you enjoyed.
I got other patterns in it.
If you already know your basics and you're a West Coast Swing dancer, we are now moving into part 2 of our free workshop on West Coast Swing Wednesdays with the Weds. Happens every single week. Hope you can join us. If you want to know more about it, you can head over to our website after this.
If you are a dancer that's already been with us for a while, or you're part of our website, welcome. Thanks for sticking through
It's
the
good to
basics.
see you this week.
Um,
Who's checking in?
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Who's online? Can we say hi before we start part 2?
No, not
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Sure.
Carmen.
We can. I'm the boss.
Carmen
Carmen, Maureen. Hi, my swing cougar.
Maureen Watson. Oh, you are the lifeblood of Swing Cougar.
Hi. Oh, you guys, absolutely. Let's get as many people dancing West Coast Swing as we can.
Thanks, John.
I know our life is in limbo with everything
Debbie
going on
Tuttle,
right now.
good to see you,
Hi, Debbie
sweetie.
Tuttle out of DC. I believe they're on live on Mondays. Make sure you guys check out Debbie Tuttle and Margie.
Sweet. Oh my God, people showed up for us.
Yeah, say hi to everybody.
All right, so we've got a little amalgamation. So Sarah and I have been really just doing solo stuff through all this because we've been really, really sensitive to all of our people online that have not had partners, haven't been able to get together with people, kind of isolated. And I think it's been really good for all of us to be able to work through our own dancing. But we wanted to take this week to go through maybe just an amalgamation finally. We have, honestly, it's been a year and a half of solo work. And we'd love to
Hi,
kind of,
Gary.
I think there's still solo work in this stuff, but
Absolutely.
we just have we've only focused on it in one way.
So on our live free workshop today, we are going to put a little bit more partner work into it, and we're going to start it now.
Oh,
Oh, hold on. We have to do our research.
pose. Welcome, West Coast Swing Wednesdays with Kyle.
Sarah,
And you already know this because you're either on our Facebook or on our.
we are
No.
going into our technique today. Partnering
We can't wait to
skills.
get back out there. I can see it, guys.
I can see it.
the
Can't
tunnel.
quite touch it, but I
I mean,
can
it's
see
almost there. So
Until then, I know that we're in our, definitely trying to get that summer body a little late, but we are working on it. Kyle's like, I'm proud of you, boo. He's been working. He's been
black.
working. No, I don't get it. Like he'll like work out for a week and he comes in, he's like, boom. I'm like, are you serious?
water weight.
Like, are
It's
you
sweat for
kidding
2
me
weeks,
right
and it's
now?
just all it is water.
Anyway.
No, it's not all water.
All right, so guys, we're getting to it. We talked about partnering skills today. So followers, here are some things that I am focusing on as we go into what we have prepared. And that is being a little bit more informative of the movement I'm using into my frame. I feel like
Say
that's
that again. Informative into the movement I'm using in my frame.
Okay, so I've had some time to reflect on my own dancing quite a bit, and I have quite a few years of it.
Okay.
And also a lot of like elements that were involved with like broken feet or pregnant or after baby or whatever. So I had to look at like just the videos where I felt like I was doing what I closest to what I wanted to be doing. And I found that like when I was holding a steady frame and really executing leading what the leader was giving me, I wasn't dancing that much really well.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't doing that much dancing. And then I found those...
You weren't free enough from what... You were just listening.
Totally. And then I found the dances that I could really, really talk, and I like...
Weren't with me.
I would be a little like quick on the draw or late on the draw. So I started being like, why can't I have both? I like that both stuff, you know.
Oh, of course.
I
You want to feed on both ends.
Yes.
I'm with you.
So for me, I'm working on finding that switch and making it more smooth in the transition, but yet faster.
You know, I think sometimes, you know, it's funny because as leaders we get like we're in control and we have to do everything. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's been a resurgence of opening windows and doors again.
Thanks, Kyle.
No problem. No, but I really do feel like there's a whole different layer to the dance that was almost too free and too far. Then we swing back in and it's like you're controlling everything.
And now we have a fresh start.
We've got a fresh start. And so I'd love to kind of marry those things because I feel like the pendulum always swings too far the other direction. Mm-hmm. Not having enough content, not having enough projection, but then it goes to then just ambiguousness. Yeah. So if we can, I'd like to start giving structure and then giving opportunity. So that's been my main goal through this whole thing. So I'd hope you guys want to kind of jump on that journey with me, yeah? So we're going to start in a closed position for us.
Real quick, just a reminder, we have the multiple camera views. We've got the overhead. Hey! We've got the sideways, yo, we've got the footwork, and we've got our mirrored mode.
You can always tell by the KS sign up here.
Awesome.
If you're in mirror
mode.
mode.
And we'll go back to normal mode, and we'll go back to closed position. Followers. When I go into closed, I don't wait for my leader to kind of overcrowd me. I tend to also, more importantly, my main objective is to give my leader a place to connect. It's really more to help, not to protect. Most leaders are really kind.
You know,
so I'm looking at putting
I always find like
my framework out ahead of me.
Like when I would go to shake someone's hand, they try to do the bro hug thing to me, and I'd be like, no, and you kind of stiff arm them away. That's not that.
It's not that.
It's not that.
It's not that.
It is accepting. Leaders, remember, we don't want to come in with a preset frame and force our followers to change position to
Kyler,
what we want.
Can you go overhead to that?
You'll notice that when Sarah and I walk into position, we'll come into place, but Sarah will set her frame, and then I'll come up underneath that to grab and set position that she's already in.
But as I'm setting frame, I'm definitely using my visual of where you're moving to.
Right, so but you don't do this and try to fit me.
But what helps me a lot is when you come in, I can see you start to present that, and that makes me want to give you a frame. Right?
Totally. So whatever I do, you're going to respond to?
You frame. Hey, stop.
So when we do this, we got to make sure that we're asking our followers to dance with us.
Our poor kid, our teenager's the one that does all the like camera angles, and I could see him back there being
cringy.
like,
tortured 1 week over.
So as we go into closed position, leaders, let's keep this where we're fitting our followers' shape. We reach around back behind this way, closing that hand off. I'm going to flip around this way so that you leaders are watching from behind
and
here. All right.
Followers, please make sure again that you're establishing your frame.
We come inside. We're going to do our first starter step, triple step.
Or a tap step, whatever you feel.
To tap it to the anchor, but remember we're giving the follower that anchor step. From here we're going to side pass out. 1, 2, 3, stop, and as we go into 4, I'm going to deflect backwards, leaders. 4, which is going to tell my follower something different is happening. We're going to close the door, making our follower switch to 5. 5, we're going to hold that. We're going to collect underneath us for and 6. And 6 into a sugar push. 1, 2,
Don't
3,
worry, we're gonna
4,
walk it all.
5 and 6.
I love this side pass so much. I could do it forever, always. If you want to be repetitive, do this.
All right, let's do this again.
Real quick, leaders, yeah.
Yeah, get out of here.
Multiple views with the leaders.
It's on camera. All right, so leaders, let's run our slots this direction for us. Kind of when I start my dance, I never really crowd my follower directly on. First of all, I might have had garlic. And I just don't think I need to breathe on someone, especially most of the time it's like because I'm taller, that's a bad space. So let's offset a little bit, give our followers the right side of our body, close into that connection. We're going to start our tap step here. We're going to give our triple step anchor down to our follower. move with them, give them the anchor. From here, we send out to a side pass, natural 1. I tend to back walk my 2 a little bit so I still have some flow with my follow. I'll do a natural 3 and, I'm going to deflect backwards leaders as I step into my 4. As I do that, this is going to be a lot faster when we're actually dancing it. We're going to pull back on the 5 in our knees because you want that 5 to finish so that and 6 kind of hides itself as it recovers and 6. And as we make that transition, we're going to make that transition in our ball of our foot, rolling that heel to the ground as we draw it back into our 1 and 2 sugar push. So let's go slow on that. Kai, can you give me footwork view for a second? All right, so let's do this together, guys. So we've got our offset a little bit. Remember, our slot is this direction. All right, so we kind of offset, giving the right side of our body to our follow. We're going to do our tap. We're going to take that step. We're going to give the anchor step to the follow. From here, we're going to take the side pass out, walk, back step, walk. Natural 3 and 4. 3 and we're going to deflect back, 4. Pull the knees back to 5. We recover forward 4, 6. And it should have a sinking feeling here because I want my follower to feel that drop in the framework a little bit as we roll our feet to the ground. Draw back for 1. We're going to be sliding this foot back through the 1. We're going to catch up that space for 2, tap step 3, 4, 5, and 6, getting prepared for our underarm turn. All right, back up to normal, Kai. Let's do it one more time without our follows because I saw Sarah walking out here. So let's do this again. We're going to go tap, step. We've got our anchor to our follow, back 1, back step the 2, triple 3, and back 4, knees back 5, 6, back 1, 2, 3. Don't step on your C. Anchor step.
Followers!
Tag.
All right, so followers, what I love about this is that it feeds into our 4 really, really well. So it feels super natural. Nothing really changes for us other than the rotation in the frame. So this is where I'm gonna use the overhead, but first I'll show you our footwork. We've got our tap step. We've got our triple step. We come through our 1. Our 2, our rotation is based upon our leaders framing us to 3 and 4, 3 and. On 4, I actually feel a little bit more of a lift in this step because of the leader rolling backwards instead of forward. So it feels a little bit more abrupt because there's not the same control with the heel, yeah? So as I go into my 4, I feel a bit of a lift. So I'll find that as I step into 4, I'll get up onto that ball a little bit. So this rotation, as I rotate back, I want to make sure that I'm pulling this left foot back as the rotation happens to here. And I stay up on it. And then what I do is I'm about 50-50, I'll scoot over, I'm about 50-50 on my weight. I end up just pushing off my right and lunging into my left knee over left ball, heel on 6. And then I'll end up pulling through to my 1. You can go ahead and go now, Kyler, to me to the sideways overhead. So followers, I'm gonna walk this with you so you can face with me. 5, 6, starter step, ready, go. Tap, step, get over to your right, anchor it back on your left, anchor, step, come forward for your 1, your 2, your 3, and 4. You're gonna get up onto the ball just a little bit, hopefully. And as this frame is rotated sideways to the center, you're gonna pull your left shoulder back. So don't think of sending your right shoulder forward. Think of pulling your left shoulder back. That's really gonna make a difference on this getting the stretch it needs into the 6, into your 1. Cool? So followers, I wanna use the overhead with you really quick. Let me think if you're looking at the screen. Okay, so it's gonna be better this way. So followers, as I come through, I've already done my starter step. I get over to the right side of my body. I let my leader know where I'm weighting my body on what side. Unless I'm purposely not.
We had a question
yes.
from Chris. Is that a whip? No.
No.
This was a side pass.
This is a side pass.
To a sugar push.
So we did our tap, step. What we do, instead of anchoring to the side, Chris, we allow that anchor to settle back from the get-go so the slot is established. It's just our preference. Nothing wrong if you do it differently. As I come through here.
Wait. No, you
gotta wait. Oh.
We have to address that.
Camera forward.
Sorry.
Well, Chris wasn't saying that. I was just making reference
You can't
to
say that and not understand it.
Okay, so check it out. This is a big deal. When you do a triple 1 direction and you do another triple 2, the tendency is to compress just a little bit when you come up on that, so it makes the follower want to rock backwards. If you're choosing to do that to slide through the slot, there's nothing in it. Swing, baby, swing. But in West Coast Swing, we find what encourages good slot projection, good establish of how we're going to use the anchor the rest of the dance. Is that when you're like how I'm being all PC? Kyle can then establish where my slot is, so I'm able to already get this feel to the pattern. Yeah? Awesome. Can I finish my followers now? Oh. All right, so followers. Let's go back into this, back into the overhead and the framing. I have kids, I can get right back into focus, don't worry. Tap, step, anchor, step. As I go into this side pass 1, what's letting me know it's time to rotate is that frame's coming across center line, it tethers. It lets me know it's time to rotate. I'm still going to carry out the momentum down line, even though rotation was implemented. 3, and on this 4, the leader is allowing me to go sideways and up a little bit. 4. So this 5, I still am going to pull down line. I'm not going to come forward. I'm going to pull down line back with my left to 5, and then 6, I'm able to release that. So it's not like, push. It's that I'm stretching that, and this is a release into 6 to come forward. Cool?
Do that release into 6 with a forward view. That looked really cool.
You got it. So forward view look like this. I've got my tap. I put my head weight. Anchor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Cool. We're gonna put it together for you guys.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so leaders, I put my follower on the right side so you guys can look up to the screen on the left.
Okay, then you're gonna do it for the followers.
No, they're looking at you too.
Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this stuff, guys.
It's been a year and a half.
I can't.
Still can't get the
I
mirror
can only
thing.
be good at so many things.
She can't back up the trailer either. All right, so let's go. Tap.
Yes, I can.
Step. Anchor the follow back side pass. 2, 3. Deflect the 4. Close the door to 5. Recover a 6. Sugar push one hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Leaders, if you need to cross and cross to get set up for the underarm turn, we're just projecting whatever's on this side of the body to do the next pattern, yeah?
Same rule we did in the intro to West Coast Swing about projecting using the slot, kind of like a train track, go overhead. If you can let me know and foreshadow if I'm going to be passing you or not as a follower, that is money.
See, there's a projection. I'm not in Sarah's way. This would be a sugar push next.
Right, and also there's not an over open, so keep going.
So I've got this open projection. So now as we take this step and we hold this 5.
Oh, they can't see you move here.
We pull this 5 back for 5. We've got projection that as we cover in 6 that we're in front of Sarah or in your partner.
I'm gonna gather in.
1, 2, 3,
Here also,
4,
I know it's an underarm
5,
turn.
and 6 because
Really
of
clear.
projection. Yeah? Super
Awesome.
important, guys. We teach this like mad. We still have to cover this with like all-star people all the time.
We still have to cover it with ourselves.
We have to cover it with, well, I have to cover it with me. Sarah's fine on it.
We teach it all the time, so it installs it. Yes, how we doing?
All right, let's do it again.
One more time, we're
Yep, and
moving
then we're
on.
moving on. Let's go.
Can we
Starter
go
step.
sideways overhead for me, Kai?
We've got our evenly weighted. Leaders, do this with me, evenly weighted, so you can take your follower off that side for you, either the tap or the triple. Step, we've got the anchor. Side pass out. 1, 2, 3, deflect the 4, 5, a 6, sugar push. 2, 3, 4, project that underarm turn. 1, 2, we're gonna change hands and stop right there. We can move on, can't we? Mm-hmm. All right, so we understand the underarm turn hand change, yes? So the underarm turn hand change, we teach this where instead of I'm trying to like switch hands inside, I'll catch on the bottom of the forearm here and slide away from my followers. So if you want to right now, just take a natural hand hold, left hand leaders, right hand followers.
Can you go overhead for me, Kai?
From here, we're gonna reach underneath our follower's arm here. We're gonna allow it to slide into place till we get our finger connection.
Now, what's really important is as you do that, if you put any kind of squeeze on that arm, it's gonna cause the follower to pause and they won't want to finish down line. So
are you teaching a technique?
As this happens in the underarm turn, everything about this just slips right into place into the handhold. It's a big way how we don't miss hand changes. Yeah? Okay. Awesome. So we're moving on to our final pattern real quick. So we've just done our underarm turn hand change. We're from the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. We're going to go into the framing of this one overhead first because it's difficult. So what's really important is that you understand that the arms on the side of the body and where your framing is, our rails, are really important to
Now,
followers.
what will happen here is, are we overhead right now? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we have this, there will be a slight deflection of the framework if we're leading from across. So the narrowing of the slot is pretty natural. But what we have to understand is as we track the hand up into the second step, that's going to frame our follower up in a different way. Now, as we lift this up, we're going to be asking for the hand underneath. So the same way you would ask somebody for a handshake above, I want you to lift this hand up and ask for the handshake below. But now, when the follower goes to reach, don't come to them, let them come to you.
So that difference is huge.
Yeah,
Huge,
I can't
huge,
look at it,
huge,
so I hope
huge.
that read well.
It was great.
Good
job, Kyle.
All right, so look from this side over here. So when we go to project, a lot of times what's the worst part of this pattern is when we see leaders come in and try and go get the follower's hand. You break frame. I'm going to ask for that frame. Whenever I teach a sugar push to my leaders, I don't teach the leaders that they're the ones pushing. I teach that the sugar, the sweetest thing in here.
Well, what if your follower isn't sweet?
I said for me right now, you are the sugar that is pushing. It could be a sour push. You have those too. You have sour pushes.
Shower pushes are good too.
Angry pushes. You've got
Shower pushes.
hesitant pushes.
Okay.
You've got tons of different kinds of pushes.
But this one's a sweet
This is
one.
a sugar push. It's
We're
a sweet
teaching
one.
the sweet sugar push.
So
but
as we
is it
start
like
to
sugar cane? Because some people, that's not good.
They might be allergic to it.
Right, let's
All right.
honey push.
There you go.
Okay.
That's allergic to some people too. All right, it's bee vomit. All right, so we're asking underneath here like we're wanting to get this hand, but we're not going to get the hand, right? We're going to ask and let the follower rotate in on that second step.
And I love this pattern because I get to do the twist.
So
Let's move on.
yes, totally. So we've got to get that connection by 2, and if we're too late, if we're too far back and too late, the follower's not going to get the stabilization needed for what we're going to get stylistically. So this is why we have to stabilize the 2 leaders and pick up that hand. So if I just bring this up for 1, the follower's going to rotate enough if I stabilize my 2. That's enough of my movement to get my follower to catch up to me.
This is also causing me to be split weight quite evenly and maybe give or take forward and back just a little bit, but it slows me down to know that I'm not pushing through that 2 foot for 3.
Let's do this for the followers on this side. All right. So leaders, as we have the right to right connection, my right side is fed towards my follower.
The center of the slot, so I know I'm not passing my leader right now.
So as I rock into my 2 leader, so I'm going to step down line to bring my follower with me. As I lift this hand to catch the hand by 2, I'm going to step back towards my follower. This is going to cut the length of my follower's movement, which is going to stabilize her on her second step.
Now,
yeah?
followers, I'm still feeling I have residual momentum that I need to compress into my left side with. So to do that, I'm going to stay up on the balls of my feet, and I'm going to twist to the right, 3. And I'm going to lean into my left hip with my whole body. So I don't want you to be top heavy. Think of your shoulder and your left hip and hand compressing to the left. Boom, my right foot rotationally. Now I'm going to switch back and push back to the right foot for 4.
Leaders, I'm going to stand up onto my left foot for 4 as I get my follower up there. This is going to remove the weight from my right side, give my follower the anchor down line. Anchor step. This is going to help us finish this out. We've got a free spin, but leaders, not just your normal free spin. You could just go 1, 2, free spin. You can totally do that. We can totally play like that.
Go forward facing, babe.
But what we are going to do,
Sugar push first.
so we've got that sugar push. We've got the 1, 2, swivel 3, 4, anchor 5, and 6. What free spin? Anchor.
Real quick, Kyle will walk the position of the sugar push into the free spin, and I will come up and walk the followers position sugar push into the free spin. Here you go.
All right, so we've got the sugar push for our leaders. So leaders, we've got the right to right connection. We've given our follower the right side of our body. We're going to lift this up for 1. We're going to stabilize our feet for 2. We're going to tap step the 3, step onto the 4. Now give your follower the space for the 5 and 6. But we're going to stay on this side over here so that we don't pull that arm back and open up the frame. We don't want to anchor here and then try and do the projection behind us. I'm going to feed myself around to the right and keep myself moving with my follower, almost like what we did on the starter step, yeah? So from here, we're going to bring our follower forward for 1. Now to bring my follower forward, I'm not just stepping, I'm going to shape this hand to the right to close the door on my follower for 1. So if I take too big of a step here on my left foot, I'm going to have a problem because I'm not going to be able to shape this direction and take the step. So small step in place for 1. We're going to open the door for 2. From here, as we step onto the 2, we're going to push this behind us as we turn behind our back leaders as we send the follower through for 3, And look over your left shoulder for 4. You should see your follower continuing down line. Anchor 5 and 6. You may have to chase a little bit here. I notice every single time I do this, I have to go get my follow. So let's do this one more time. We've got our right foot getting the anchor on this side. We're going to give our follow underneath sugar push. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Down line 1. Now we could also cut this off right here at 2. So do me a favor, cross in front of your feet right here on 2. We're going to unwind military style. Weight goes to the left foot on your left foot for 4.
Can you go a little slower? We've got amazing Brazilians in the house.
Yes.
Hi, Tiago.
5 and 6. Let's go one more time, extra slow for me.
Can we go footwork view?
Let's go footy view. All right. So we've got that anchor with our right to right.
Slow.
So we're going to do the sugar push, back 1, stabilize the 2, tap the 3, step onto the 4, anchor with a follower 5 and 6. From here we're going to step down line for 1. I want you to cross for 2, which is going to stabilize you. We're going to unwind 3, and I'm evenly weighted on both feet. We're going to step onto our left foot, 4, anchor 5 and 6. Now I'm going to do this from this side over here. Kai, can you go ahead and bring the top camera around? So leaders, I'm going to go ahead and do this with you facing away, because then when you turn around you'll see me, all right? So we've got left to left connection. So imagine you've already done the sugar push with the swivel. We're getting ready to do the free spin behind the back, okay? We're going to step down line for 1. I want you to cross in front. Don't look back at the TV yet. 2, you're evenly weighted. As you're spinning your follower, you're going to send that around your back as you unwind your feet. From here, you're going to continue left, and as you get to your left, you want to put your weight onto your left. That's your 4. That frees up the right foot, telling you it's anchor time, 5 and 6, or run and get your partner, whatever you have to do, yeah? So, with Sarah, right to right, we're going to lift the hand, asking underneath, ready, go. Back 1, stabilize 2, swivel 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Walking forward for 1, cross in front and prep away for 2. Unwind and send it behind your back for 3, and left foot leaders for 4, right foot followers for 4. Anchor 5 and sugar push. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and 6.
Followers. Wrapping it up for our followers, we're going to go through your footwork so you can walk it by yourself. If you're on a solo learning path today, this is what I really want you to focus on. Your rib cage is going to establish the connection on the sugar push, and your hips are really going to work independently. It's just like doing the twist. Your knees are going, your hips are going, your feet are going, but your rib cage is stationary. A great way to get there is to start to sit in a chair, take your legs apart in a squat, start to rotate, and then go side to side on your body. Take your head weight over to one side. Who knew you were going to learn the twist today? Yes? So, I know that may not be right if people knew the original version, so don't judge me. That's including you, Mom. So, as we come forward, just the sugar push, we're going to come forward for our 1. This rotation is going to cause us to come evenly weighted for 2. I'm going to finish out that momentum that I feel built up, and I'm going to rotate just my knees and my feet and my hips to my leader to the left. Yeah, so my knees and my toes go away and my hips go to my leader. I'm going to push off my left to my right, and I'm going to anchor step. This is a basic inside roll out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm popping my knee if I need to make adjustments for space. So followers, I'm not quick to place my 5 after a free spin. I try to use a lot of my what's that called? I can't say that word. Peripheral vision. Entrepreneur, peripheral vision, phenomenon.
Vulnerable.
Sorry, my Brazilians, that's bad English. It won't make any sense. I'm sure none of it does. So again, here's the sugar push. Starting with our weight on our left, going into the sugar push, 1. We're stabilizing up for 2. We rotated and compressed for 3. Come back, face your leader while pressing back onto your right for 4. Anchor 5 and 6. I'm going to go inside roll. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've been popping this knee. 5, and 6, pulling it back into my 1. Yeah? So real quick, as I do that, I'm sideways. I'm not putting a lot of weight on this. I'm just turning it in, and then I'm pushing it back and pulling with the back of my heel and the back of my hip to roll through it to anchor into 1. Yeah? Let's do footwork view, and then we'll add our leader in. Followers looks like this. I'll go sideways. We've got our sugar push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to our inside roll. 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. One.
Can you go that way now?
2.
Same thing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inside roll. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. I can't help it.
All right, so guys, leaders, come on out.
We're putting it together, wrapping up this workshop. Here we go.
All right, so let's do this. So let's put the followers off to our right, leaders. TV should be to the left, to right of the followers. We're gonna do our tap step first. Let's just go slow. Tap, step, give the follower that anchor them back. Natural side pass out, start to move. 2, 3, and back step to 4. Back up for 5, recover the and 6, sugar push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set up for the underarm turn hand change. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and now the sugar push underneath. 1, 2, twist 3, 4, anchor 5, behind the back free spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sugar. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Here we go.
5 and 6.
Sideways overhead for me, Kyla Red.
From this direction?
Here we go.
All right, this side, we've got our tap, step, give the anchor step to the follow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, sugar push. 2, 3, 4, set up the underarm turn hand change. 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, ask underneath. 1, swivels a 2, 3, 4, anchor behind the back. 1, 2, spin the follow, anchor sugar. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a. We should do it again.
Can we do it to music?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it to music.
Let's do it to some music.
Chuck Brown's in the house.
Chuck Brown in his house. Who else is on?
Chucky B.
Diego, we miss you so much in Brazil. Oh my gosh. That place needs to be on your list.
Brazil.
Brazil.
Best.
Where the people are beautiful and the
some
food
of the,
is
actually
delicious.
some of the best food I've ever had is in Brazil.
I just
And
everything,
you know, we
the energy, like you leave there and your whole
we
life is filled
stumbled
with
across
love. I know. We'll have to tell them about it. All
Tell
right,
you a
here
story.
comes our music. Mwah.
All right, Kai, if you can move it into that song, I know it was like really like far in. All right, so Sarah, sorry, I went to the wrong side.
Can you guys hear it? 7, 8.
There, you brought it back
A
in.
little louder.
5, 6, ready, go, tap. Anchor, side pass. 5, sugar. Underarm turn hand change. Ask underneath. 3, 4, spin behind the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sugar. 2, 3, 4, stop right there. High five yourself if you're alone. High five your partner.
Overhead.
Kai, can we slow that down a little bit? Ask Andreas to slow it down just a hair.
I can bring the beat down.
By the way, Andreas Kasper in Germany, who is helping bring this free workshop to you, just by helping us manage all of our online platforms, our entire online learning platform. Thank you, Andreas, from the bottom of our heart. There has been very few in this world that has been so good to us. Thank you so much, Andreas, as much as you. So make sure that you subscribe to his channel, West Coast Swing
Live.
channel. It's
Hey,
awesome.
check out his
Number
new
one in the
intro.
world.
So
New intro. Kyle's really excited about it.
we gave him a new intro because he's been so helpful to us. I had a
just
graphic designer help me.
Check it out. It's pretty cool.
I hope you guys like it.
Here we go.
All right, so from the top
With music.
with Muzak, we got a little slower this time for you guys. We'll count you in once it comes in eventually. I promise. They're working it out now.
What about overhead?
Overhead? We don't need overhead. How about they just watch it from here?
Alright.
I want a social hat. Are we ready to go yet, guys? I mean, we're just killing time out here.
Alright.
All right, here we go, guys.
I'm just out here sweating.
A little slower.
Okay.
All right, a little bit slower.
Here we go. Whoa.
5, 6, ready, and
Go
tap.
overhead, Kyler.
Out. Walk. Walk. 3 and 4. 5, 6, 1. 3, 4. Underarm turn. Change the hands. Ask underneath. 1, 2. Swivel. Back. Anchor behind the back. Look at the camera. Anchor. Let's do it again. Bring it back over. Just keep it playing, buddy.
You can go footwork, Kyler.
5, 6, 5, 6. Here we go. Tap, triple, walk, walk, triple, deflect, hold, reject, out. Cross the feet, underarm. Change those hands. Ask underneath. Behind the back. Left foot, right foot. Now stomp. All right, I think we get one more time, normal view. All right, here we go.
5,
6, ready, and tap. Anchor, out. 2, 3, 4. Hold, go, back. Underarm turn. Change that hand, leaders. Ask underneath.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining us this
you.
week for our intro to West Coast Swing and our free West Coast Swing All Levels workshop.
Remember, if you have friends, we did this so that we could get more people involved in this community. Just getting the dance started is all it takes.
And
Just trying
keeping it going while we're all repairing our dance communities. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Please do what you need to do to keep others healthy. I also want to say to my dance community who has supported us through this entire process, thank you. We've worked really, really hard to provide a new online learning experience with different views, different speeds. We also do private lessons online, which you get to enjoy this format during your private lessons. If you're interested, come see us. Just message, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. And more importantly, keep our West Coast Swing growing and alive. Keep dancing.
Remember, just pass it on to someone.
Bye, everybody.
We love you guys. It's still on. I don't know if we're still on.